There are some serious concerns that a new bill, Bill 66 here in Alberta, will repeal the Public Health Act, giving Health Minister Tyler Shandro a broader range of powers. That would include giving individual penalties up to $100,000 for a first offense and $500,000 fines for subsequent offenses for anyone violating the Public Health Act. To discuss this in more detail is John Carpay, the president of the Justice Centre for Constitutional Freedoms. Now, John, you say there are, however, two positive aspects of this new bill. What are they?
One is that it gets rid of the mandatory vaccination provisions that were in the Public Health Act, so that's a good thing. The other thing is that it corrects the error that was made 12 months ago when the Alberta government passed Bill 10, which gave the Health Minister, Tyler Shandro, as well as all cabinet ministers, the right to create new laws on the fly without any input from the elected members of the Legislative Assembly. This was horrific and contrary to 800 years of constitutional precedent. Laws are supposed to be passed by the legislature so that we the people can elect our representatives, and it's our elected representatives that pass the laws. So there's some accountability there, that we have at least an indirect say in the creation of the laws that we live under.
You also have concerns that Bill 66 will not only give Health Minister Tyler Shandro extra powers, but also our province's Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Dean Henshaw. What specifically are your concerns?
There is no accountability for the Chief Medical Officer, currently Dina Henshaw, politically appointed doctor, or whoever is Chief Medical Officer in future. They do not have to provide medical or scientific evidence to the legislature. They don't have to run any of their orders past the legislature. They can continue to run Alberta like a medical dictatorship, which is what we've been having for the past 13 months. This is now, I'm sad to say it, but this is a permanent loss of our charter rights and freedoms. This is not a temporary measure. Because every time you hear a chief medical officer or a politician say temporary, it's not true. They've been saying that for 13 months. I mean, when does it cease to be temporary? So Bill 66 is going to further entrench there being a police state, medical dictatorship in Alberta, where we have one unelected, unaccountable doctor that is making laws for the entire province.
That was John Carpay, president of the Justice Centre for Constitutional Freedoms. By the way, Bill 66, which was introduced in the legislature on April 12th, is currently in the process of a second reading.